Hello all. It has been quite a while again since I've shot a video, so the husband and the kid are out of the house this afternoon, so perfect time to get a quick video in on my current system. Okay, there's been a little bit of a change, only in my memory planner, really. My current planning system as like my main planner is still the same. I don't see that changing anytime soon because it just works well for me, and I don't have the patience or the time to transfer everything from this planner over to another planner should I like another planner better. Like at this point, I think I would just wait until the end of the year and get a different planner. But that I don't think that that's going to happen because this is my second year in a B6 Slim, and I love the size. So I will start with my memory planner, just because that's the one that has had the change. So before I dive into this, I'll just say these are my sticker books that I use. They're both from Planner Kate. I have a lot of Planner Kate stuff. I have a lot of Happy Planner stickers. I think those are my main two that I use. There might be a few random shops in there, but I would say mainly Planner Kate or the Happy Planner. This one definitely is more full of Planner Kate because it's more recent. These letters are from Walmart. They're like 97 cents for 2 sheets of alphabet, and I bought like probably 10 of them. So actually these stickers right here, the cool, yay, yo, what's up, those are from Ollie's. And I don't know if you guys have an Ollie's around you. They have a lot of like, I don't know the word for it, like overstock stuff. So I saw like some Project Life stuff in there one time for like $1 for the small 2x3 squares. Just random stuff I think that they get that they just put on wholesale and sell. So okay, so I think last time I showed this, it probably hasn't actually changed since, and I'm a little disappointed in myself because I thought that this was gonna work so well because of the size. Especially I could just take it wherever with me and like fill it in whenever. Well, life got really busy. I stopped taking it with me. Work got busy. I like signed up for this class to take an exam for work. Like we started a new Bible study group, so that took up one evening a week that I normally would have to do stuff like this. So it just didn't work. It not just didn't work, I didn't make it a priority, and so that is a little bit of the problem, but it felt overwhelming. So I'm going to show again what I did have versus what I'm using now. So I started this in December just to kind of get a lay of the land and how I wanted to use it. I'm a little disappointed in myself that I put down a few of my favorite stickers on this page and it didn't work out, but you know, live and learn, I guess. So I was writing sideways from top to bottom on the days, using a few random stickers. And like this space doesn't look like very much, but I'm not really a journaler. Like I give like a recap of the day. I don't like go into my feelings or anything unless I'm like super tired and I mention that, or like super bitchy or super whatever that day. Like if it's an extreme emotion, I'll write about that. But if it's just a day that is a normal day, I don't really have a lot to say about it. So this felt really cumbersome sometimes. I did keep it up for about 7 weeks. Sometimes I would skip a day and then I'd have to catch up. But overall, like I made it work for about 7 weeks. And I really like the look of it. I like the size of it. and then it fell off. See, I had every intention of like filling it in, like back planning it. It just didn't happen. It just didn't happen. And then once you get more than a week like behind, it just feels so overwhelming, like, oh my gosh. And that's what happened. I might try to get some of these stickers off. We'll see. But to reuse in my new one. But see, like one day here I did. But then, so this fell off, and I was like, I don't know why I put so much pressure on myself to do this, because then it just makes it worse. And then I'm like super discouraged from using anything. Sorry, I'm trying to look at my camera. My screen is cracked, so it keeps messing me up. But okay, anyway, so what I did in March was I saw this on Sterling Ink's website, and I was like, that might be easier to use because it's a monthly view. So it is a bigger size. It's a B5, so it's significantly, I mean, bigger than an A5 was. Like, you know, probably 2 inches on top, an inch or so on the side. So the size is bigger than an A5, which I was a little worried about. I was really worried that it was going to be way too big for me and that it would kind of scare me away. So far it has not. So I set it up very similar to how I did the weeks. I put some of my favorite stickers over here. Most of the pages in the front I have left blank, but I will tell you what the plan is for those. I have not just gotten around to doing all of this because, like I said, life is a little crazy right now. Like, besides all of my stuff that I have going on personally with my job and like those kind of trainings and licenses that I'm trying to get, my husband is also in a well, they call it Fire One. He's a volunteer firefighter assistant chief, so they're taking a class also. Plus my kids getting ready to start softball, like all the things packed into one. So this just hasn't come to fruition yet. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to white out all of these headers. There are 24 squares on each page, so 48 squares total, which breaks down to 4 squares per month for the whole year. So what I'm going to do is January, I'm going to put 4 pictures in here that are for January, February, March, April, May, June. So each month of the year is going to have 4 square photos that kind of represent that month or our favorite moments from that month. I just haven't gotten to that yet. I actually have March's printed. I have not cut them yet because I'll just show you. So this is what I had planned on doing, was putting some of my favorite pictures. I put them on a piece of vellum, and then I was gonna tip it in to the March pages and have like a tip in, flip back and forth. But this vellum is not very, I mean, with the weight of these photos on it, it's not very sturdy. So I like this idea better with just cutting the squares and sticking them on there. So I have 8 photos here. I'm going to have to break it down into 4, but we'll see. Or I could reprint 4 photos in 1 square. I have a Canon Ivy, so it just kind of depends on how I want to set that up and if I want to waste more paper. But I'll likely just cut these down. So that's my plan for this page. And given that it's only like the first week of March, this is totally doable for me. Like, if I really worked at it, I could probably get it done this afternoon while nobody is here to bother me. Yearly tracker, I don't have a plan for this at all. I think in this weekly, let me pull it out. I had tried to do like a word of the day or something. I only had 1 day. So I'm not sure how motivated I would be to stick with that. This might just be left blank in like a doodle page or something, you know. These quarterly pages, I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. I also thought about putting photos here in each month. I just don't know. So if you have ideas for this, please let me know in the comments, or what you would like to see. I don't know, maybe just doodles, or I'll have my kid draw something, or, you know, something. So those are all blank. Okay, December I did not fill in, although I could, because I have all of December back planned in my weeks. But this is what it's gonna look like. You ready? Okay, this is what I plan on doing. So every day, I'm just gonna write down a little blurb about that day. I do highlighting, I put in some stickers, I do headers, I put in some of my meetings. That way I kind of know what's happening that day. So yeah, February, I've got the stickers down. I do not have any of the words down. The hard part about this is that I quit writing in my week's memory planner just before February started. So what I'm gonna have to do to complete this page is go back in my daily planner, see what my plans were that day, or what my to-dos were, or like I also keep, well, you'll see this when I show the planner, my health and gratitude trackers. So I might be able to like glean some insight from those as to what happened that day. Also the photos that I have on my phone, I'm going to scroll through those. So there are ways that I can like get this back and know what was happening that day so that I can fill this out. But this is just what it looks like before the pen, I guess. March is done. I got this, I want to say like March 8th. So I was able to keep up with this for a month. I really like this page just because there's like these little banners I did with highlighters, some of the stickers. I really like the way that it looks. So it's more like scrapbooky than anything. So I like that. April is this. So as you can see, like these squares that I have highlighted are significant dates for our family. So the 16th is my husband's birthday. The 26th, I don't even know if you guys can see. Oh yeah, okay. The highlighting on this is a very, very pale pink, so I wasn't sure if it was going to show up on camera, but it looks like it is. 26th is 23 years that I've been paralyzed. That's the day of my crash. The 27th is me and my husband's 13th wedding anniversary. So those are, I highlighted those just to kind of make them stand out a little bit. And then as the month goes on, I'll add stickers as to like what's happening, or, you know, a little decoration to make it feel full and more scrapbooky like this. So yeah, let's see. I don't think I pre-planned. Okay, so I did a little bit. So the 9th, what is going on? Oh, I know I have a baby shower that day, so I put a sticker there. The 16th is a graduation party for my nephew. 7, I put this here. I had to look it up yesterday actually, because I was like, could not remember why I put a 7 sticker there. And I'm like, my kid's not turning 7. There's nobody that has like a 7th anniversary. But actually this day is the last day of school. And my daughter is in 6th grade right now, so she will be going to 7th grade. It must have made sense when I put the sticker there, and then I forgot. So if anybody can relate to that, I'm sorry. But yes, I forget a lot of things that I probably should not forget, but you know, whatever. I'm getting older. I'm pretty sure I'm in some kind of perimenopause because I can't remember anything. So yeah, I hope you guys like this. I know that a lot of people really liked the weeks. It just wasn't sustainable for me, and I'm a little bit mad at myself for it. But okay, we are gonna put this one away. Maybe if it will go go with her. Okay, now let me... Okay, this is my main planner. Most of you, if you're watching this video, you've probably seen videos of this before, and it will be nothing new. It will just be more of the same stuff that you have seen before, because I have not changed anything in my planning, like procedures or processes or anything. Like, I figured out finally what works for me and how to keep my brain on track with keeping track of my schedule, my daughter's schedule, and my husband's schedule. And I'm not going to change that, because so far not a lot of things have been slipping through the cracks, so we're going to hopefully keep it that way. Okay, so this is just the cover. I had a sticker on the inside of this. I don't know where I put it. I took it out because it was, oh, here it is. It was getting bent, and I didn't want to stick it down to the planner, so I took it out. But a friend of mine at work, her mother just passed away from cancer, so this was the tattoo that she had, and was just kind of her little logo, so I had that in there for her. It's always kind of sad, you know, like, I watched my dad suffer from cancer when I was very, like, newly married. Like, he was actually, they told him 2 weeks before my wedding that he probably only had 2 weeks to live, so it was a very, like, blurry time. And so just watching your friend or coworker or anyone you know, like, go through the same things and know the feelings that they're feeling, and, like, the helplessness and, like, the horrible feeling of watching them in pain and kind of wishing it would hurry up so that they wouldn't be in pain anymore, and then feeling guilty about that. It's just like a whole process, and I'm sorry you guys are, like, obviously now my therapist, but it's just sad, and I really felt for her. And I mean, this was very recent, so she is still going through a tough time. So if you're the praying type, she could use them. Okay, anyway, before I cry, this is my oh my gosh, vision board for the year. I don't know if I put this in before my last video, but here it is. I found some stuff on Pinterest. I made a few of these things, so just things I want in my life, or calmness and simplicity. These are a few things, like, not really bucket list items, but things that aren't specific goals that I wanted. Just fun things, like try kayaking, try gummies, not the gummies that are illegal, magnesium gummies, so calm down. You know, all these things, doable things to do in a year. This is a spending tracker, just random stuff that I buy, or kind of what we spend in a day. I've actually been doing really well, like low spend, no spend. Like, a lot of these are groceries or gas in our cars, things like that. So yeah, I keep track of that. This is my book tracker for the first quarter. I have not actually completed this because I want to go through and total how many books I had, like what it would have cost me if I actually bought the book or bought the audiobook, and then what I saved. So I'll do that. Some of these, like, there was a few that I did not finish just because life is too short to read shitty books. Let me just say it again. Life is too short to read shitty books. So I have given myself permission to not finish books that I don't like. You are okay to do it too, okay? Do not waste your time on a book you don't like. This is April. I need to update this because it's Sunday now, so I have a couple extra days to mark off. Let's see what else. These are my monthlies. So this is April. You'll see, like, this is kind of where I do my pre-planning. All my appointments go here. I'll just show you. Okay, so January, I keep it simple because you'll see, like, sometimes I'll add a sticker here or there, whatever, but mostly this is just pre-planning. What's happening at a certain time. If there are days that are important for Reagan for school, or work, or my work, or whatever. And then when I do my daily planning, I look at this, I'll transfer it to that week, and that's kind of how we go about our day. I don't want to put everything in my weeks just because if something gets canceled, I would much rather my monthly look messy than my weekly. That's just how my brain works, even though my weeklies end up looking messy anyway. So like right here, we were supposed to have dinner with our friends, and it got canceled because they were sick, so we just moved it to the next week. So I don't mind marks and scratches and, you know, things that are crossed out here. All right, March, and here's April. These could use a little more color maybe to make it a little more interesting, but I'll just stick to what works. Sometimes I'll put stuff in pencil, but not too often. Okay, here are some of my weeklies. I don't remember when I last shot a video, so we're just gonna do this. I'm gonna flip through these. So I always have like a to-do list, meals, what I drink. I label it water, or I did, I'm not anymore, but it doesn't really make sense when I drink water and pop and coffee and whatever else. Like, I've just put a different letter down for whatever I'm drinking that day, so I just leave that off now as a header. And then this is an extra to-do list that I made separate. So you'll see, like, this is kind of a quiet week, or actually maybe it was very busy because I didn't have a lot of my tracking stuff on here. I don't know. Okay. So you'll see sometimes I'll put some washi. I use a sticky note for our meals. This totally because I probably got lazy. I did this at work because I can tell by this sticky note that's one that I use at work instead of at home. This probably was a busy week because it's a little messier. This can go, that changed. Sometimes I write down little verses or, you know, things that I need to remember. These sticky notes are from Walmart. They're kind of new. I love them because they're easy to stick in your planner and very easy to remove from your planner. I think they were like $1.98, maybe $2.98. They were pretty cheap. There's a bunch of them. They have tabs. They all say the today, but they just have different colored tabs. I really, really like these, especially for like random lists. And then you'll also see like a lot of these side tabs that I have. I don't know if you can see them very well. They're just paper tabs. They're also by U Brands from Walmart. I actually got these for my Bible because I don't want to put a bunch of side tabs and then them be very heavy and rip my Bible pages. So these are very lightweight. They come off very easily. So I don't have my Bible out right now to show you, but they work really well for a Bible if you don't mind that they get a little messed up. Like, they're just thin paper, so they're gonna get messed up, but you can always just make a new one. Yeah, I love them. All right, so you can see here, this one was on the edge like this one is, but then I moved it in because I was past that week. go. Random lists. Random stuff. Okay, this is this week. Okay, so I'm going to be able to mark off a few of these things. Okay, so blueberry muffins. Did that. Those were for church. Easter dinner. I'm done with that. I did not fill this out. So water. Okay. All right. I did my nails. I just did my nails before this video because I get very self-conscious about my real nails now, and it drives me nuts. These are Red Aspen. I don't know if you guys have ever used Red Aspen. I'm one of their ambassadors, so I should probably wear them more, but I just don't. Okay, so this is this week. A little messy, a little chaotic, I guess. All right, nails, dinner video, beef. Did all those things. Okay. Goodness, I did get a lot done this week. So, okay, I will talk about this really quick. Okay, so I had a long list of stuff to do. If it's highlighted, it's done. If it's crossed out, it's either done or I did not want to do it anymore. Or I did not need to do it anymore. So, get my ring cleaned. I had planned on getting my wedding ring cleaned. I just didn't have time this week to actually show up to the jewelry store that's just down the street from my job and actually do it. So I moved that one to next week. So if it's crossed off, it's either moving forward or I don't want to do it anymore. So yeah. So next week looks like this. I'm going to use my purple highlighter next week because I've been using pinkish tones for a while. Oh, there was a green one though. So something a little different. So as you can see, these are going to be my drink tracker, studying. I'll put down each day of the week. Let me just do that now. Okay, studying. So basically, if I study on Monday, I just highlight that square. I'll put a purple circle over Monday. Same with 3 things. So what this is, when I say 3 things, is decluttering. I try every day. I used to try to do 5 and it felt like overwhelming. Like I was actively like looking for random stuff just to get rid of, and I didn't really want to do that because it felt like a chore. I more so want it to just be like, as I'm doing another chore, I want to find 3 things that I don't need or that are in my way that are making the chore that I'm doing harder. So that's kind of the premise around this. So that's 3 things. I try to do that every day. It's actually really helped with my house. Like I used to feel like I was like cleaning all the time, even though like I was just cleaning around stuff that I didn't need, and like getting in the mindset of like getting rid of stuff that you don't need is so like refreshing. I love it. And it saves me a lot of time because I'm not cleaning around shit that I don't need. So, okay. I put in some of my meetings that I have this week. I actually have a lot this week. My mom is going to go to Arizona with my brother. So I'm going to start rambling again. So I was injured at age 17 in a car wreck. I lived with my parents. And then when I met my husband, the night before our wedding, we found the house that we currently live in. It had to be accessible. Like it had to be accessible. Otherwise, I mean, we were staying at my parents' otherwise. So, like I said earlier, my dad was sick. He didn't have a very long life expectancy at that point. So Greg and I agreed that we were gonna buy this house and we were gonna take them with us. Our house has like a mother-in-law's quarters attached, so there's like a breezeway and then it's an apartment. Like it's a whole separate house, so that just works well. My dad did end up passing away like a month later, probably. And so my mom actually lives with us, so she still came with us when we closed on the house and moved. So I keep track of her stuff too. So that's why I mark in there that she's going to Arizona, because she won't be here for 10 days, which will kind of be weird. So you'll see here, I don't really pre-plan too much ahead of time, unless it's like very important stuff that I want to do. So, oh, these are random notes that I put like in the weeks that I want to do them. So I want to get the teachers and the bus driver a gift before the end of school. So yeah. So that is the weeklies. I will show you now. I'm going to skip the money part. You guys don't care about my budgets. So these are my health trackers. It's kind of like a bullet journal. I just put the day, put how I feel. And this really helps actually, because then if I go to the doctor and I say, I've been feeling like crap for 2 weeks, and he's like, well, what are the symptoms? I'm like, well, let me pull out my planner and I'll tell you. So gratitude list, same thing. One thing for every day. I used to do affirmations every day. I'm not good at that. It just felt like I was writing the same thing over and over and over, so I got rid of that. Okay, so this is one of my favorite parts of my planner. And I love it. I don't know why, but it just gives me such happiness. So this is my tracker. I have a lot of random things that I track. There are a lot of things, obviously, I do every day. A lot of things that I don't. So as this has gone on, I've kind of changed some of the things I track. You'll see March was much shorter. April will be much shorter too. So this is my monthly tracker. At the end of the month, I go through, I will list all the books that I read. These are some of the memories. I usually keep a sticky note on whatever page I'm right here on to keep track of like some of the memories that I want to keep track of. And then I'll put a little collage of 6 photos. So that was January, February, March. I have not got my photos done for this yet. And April. I need to still kind of fill in for today. And I also put in some extra color here and skipped some things because like it gets a little bit tedious to like figure out which box you're supposed to be in on which day sometimes. And if I'm in a hurry, it always messes me up and I don't want to put the wrong thing in the wrong square. So I have enough pages to do that for every month of the year, which I really love. Let's see what I got. Oh, gift ideas. Oh, this is supposed to be an around the house tracker thing to keep track of like the air filters, all that stuff, like stuff we service. This just feels like a big thing to set up, and it's April and I have not set it up, so I probably won't. But you know what? I am not going to guilt myself about it. These are some of the affirmations that I was telling you about that I quit, so I'm going to have quite a few of those blank pages because I'm not doing that no more. Tracker. Oh, this is supposed to be my book tracker, but since I've been using my other book tracker, where is it? This. I don't use this. I also have a Google Docs where I just have like January and then I list all the books electronically, so I don't really need this. I might fill this in at the end of the year, but okay, work goals, photo shoots that I have listed for people already. This is my outside tracker. For every 30 minutes that I am outside, I put a check mark. I did not start this until February, like the very end of February, so March was obviously not good for outside, I guess. I think these were actually photo shoots, so oh, I was outside yesterday for an hour. So I really like that. It kind of keeps me accountable and it makes me want to fill this up. Like I want it to be filled with checks. So it makes me want to be outside more, and that can never be a bad thing. So yeah. It will get better because the weather is starting to get warmer. So, wish list. I have one of these lists on my phone, so I probably just need to update that. So I think that's it. I have a lot of extra pages. So next year I could probably get away with having the compact version, which I had the compact last year, and I got that because I had got it in maybe April, so I didn't really need that many pages, but I think I could get by with a compact. It's always one of those things, like I get the full one because I'm afraid I'm not gonna have enough pages, and then I get the full one and I don't need them, and I'm like, oh, this thing feels so heavy. I know I am not the only one with that problem either. So wow, I rambled a lot. 37 minutes, you guys. Jeez. So yeah, anyway, this is a Jerica's Journals cover. I really need to get some leather cleaner to clean this. I don't mind the scratches. I feel like it gives it some character. And this thing is like a workhorse. Like, I do not have to worry about my planner getting damaged because this is so well made and just a great cover. I have to like stay off of her website because I just want to order planners, like planner covers that I have in the size that I have no use for. Like, I do not need a pocket planner cover because I do not have a pocket planner, but they're so cute. So yeah, I am gonna heavily influence everybody to go look at her website. Very well made. I love it. Okay, so I will stop rambling and hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you have any questions about what I use or my planning style or like my process or what I put on my pages or whatever, if you have any questions at all, put them in the comments. Subscribe. My Instagram is Carrie Plans in Kansas, I think, or Carrie in Kansas Plans, maybe. Carrie with a C. I don't know. I'll put it in the description. That's bad. My brain is not right. But okay, I hope everybody is having a great Easter and a great weekend and a great spring, and I hope that the kids have a good, like, next 6 weeks of school left, maybe 7, 8. Our kids get out middle of May, so I am very much looking forward to that. So all right, have a good day.